Welcome to Inner Light. My name is Angela, and in this video here I'm going to share with you a very nice and inspiring channel from Archangel Michael done by Ronna VEZANE, and I'm going to include a link to her website in the description below for you to check her out. She's the channeler of this message, and the name of the message is A Glimpse Beyond Tomorrow. I hope you enjoy. Let us begin. A glimpse beyond tomorrow. Beloved Masters, as the multidimensional expressions of change swirl around you and time compresses and expands at an ever-accelerating rate, you must learn to go with the flow in order to exist in a state of ease and grace. As all of you have experienced to one degree or another, life on Earth has changed drastically in the last 50 years. What was the norm in the third and fourth dimensional environment no longer apply as you move through the more refined levels of Creator Light. We will address some of the major issues of the times to give you a greater understanding as to how the newly emerging collective consciousness of humanity compares with the old mass consciousness belief that had prevailed for thousands of past years. Your relationship with self. In the past, your ego-desired body was primarily in control of your daily existence, and your soul self was the small voice of consciousness that most often you ignored. Tradition, religious beliefs, obligations and duty were instilled at an early age, and you were taught to believe what other people thought of you was of greater importance than what you thought of yourself. You were always looking outside of yourself for validation as to your worthiness. You were constantly seeking someone, something, or some event to bring you happiness, but it was usually fleeting, often disappointing, and left you searching for something beyond yourself to bring you some measure of self-content. Now you have learned to turn inward for validation, inspiration, and guidance, because you have had what has been termed a soul merge, and you are connecting to the multifacets of your higher self. In the process, you are integrating greater amounts of pure cosmic light consciousness, which assists you to release all outmoded concepts without guilt as you integrate the new higher truths that are coming to you at an astounding rate. You now realize that God is not in some lofty, distant, celestial kingdom pulling strings and meting out rewards and punishment. You are accepting the fact that you have all that is needed within you as a part of your divine birthright to manifest a loving, joyous, peaceful, and abundant existence. Old traditions and habits are losing their hold on you as you seek freedom of expression and create new ways to celebrate holy days, passing time, and to honor our Father, Mother God, and the Creator. Worship is not reserved for one day, for you live your spirituality each and every moment of every day. You live each day as a master by monitoring your thoughts and actions. You know that your intent must be pure, for you are responsible for each and every minuscule atom of energy that you send forth. You practice discernment, and you are constantly monitoring the beliefs that you allow to take up residency within your being, for you know that within the truths you claim as your own are the rules you must live by. You know you must always make the highest choices, and as you walk the middle path in peace and harmony, You move beyond the laws of karma and into a state of grace. Your relationship with self and with others. You are learning that as you gain a sense of self-love and worthiness within, you draw more and more love light from the Creator. It is a never-ending source of spiritual sustenance. As you fill yourself to overflowing, this wondrous elixir radiates forth from you in a never-expanding circle of light. You are beginning to seek relationships that bring satisfaction at all levels: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. There will be no sense of self-sacrifice in the relationships of the future. There will be a fundamental trust, and you will seek and support full expression of individual interests, talents, and spiritual truth. Committed patterns will complement the strength of each other with no judgment and patience, and they will assist each other to work through their weaknesses and fears. It is important that you share a common vision with those you are closely associated with, for there will be no tolerance for power and control games. You are beginning to instantly recognize a member of your soul family and those with whom you have a deep spiritual bond. You will find more comfort and joy in your relationships than you ever thought possible. No longer will you seek relationship based on need, but through a desire to mutually share your journey and your knowledge as you go forward in a new and exciting age. The new economic system of the future. Lack or abundance? It is your choice. The process of redistribution of wealth of the earth is now fully in progress. Be aware that more corporations and organizations will fall into disgrace and oblivion. All that is based on a foundation of fear, greed, and control of others is crumbling. In the past, it often took several lifetimes for a wrong to be rectified, and you had no way of knowing when or how justice was served. Now, for those stuck in the illusion of the game of cause and effect, ill deeds are returning almost instantaneously in a boomerang effect. No longer will those who are self-serving and who abuse the trust and power allotted to them be able to hide their misdeeds. Whether it be religious organizations, corporations, businesses, or government, the time of reckoning is at hand. The light is penetrating the deepest shadow as the earth incorporates more and more of the higher vibrational frequencies of spirit. Mind and spirit are the builders, and you are the co-creators of the new paradise on earth. All that you will ever need will be supplied, but you must hold fast to your vision for the greatest good of all. Then you must boldly dare to tap into the cosmic bank of pure, unmanifested life substance, so that you may mold into anything that you can envision. Beloveds, seek an abundance of love, joyful loving relationships, good health, youthful vitality and creativity as you learn that it is not just things that bring you happiness and contentment, but a state of being and a quality of life. Mother Earth is healing herself via the forces of the elements. The Earth is undergoing a cleansing process, a catharsis, in a seemingly hazard way, whereby lands have been abused by overcultivation, infused with deep-seated painful memories of war and acts of violence, are being ravished by floods, fires, earth movement and destructive wind. It is an universal law, dear hearts, for the clearing, cleansing, and healing process is necessary in order to clear the air, cleanse the land, and purify the waters that humanity has so hideously polluted. The great Davic and elemental kingdoms are valiantly endeavoring to cleanse and heal the earth with the least amount of destruction. However, the damage and negativity are of such magnitude that you will take extreme measures to return your blessed earth to balance and harmony. Now and over the coming years, many sweet souls, those who are struggling for existence, will choose to leave the earth. We ask you to see the transition process in a new light. Can you not see that they are living a suffering and hopeless existence by choice, as they step through the doorway into a world of love, peace, joy, and abundance, where they will be prepared to return to a more refined earthly existence? In the not too distant future, there will be no world of base third density to return to, for the higher third and lower fourth dimensional planes of consciousness will have returned to the original design spectrum of light and shadow. Incoming souls will return to a more balanced world where they will be given an opportunity to learn, expand in consciousness, and move quickly through their earthly lessons. That is why you, the way showers, are preparing for them. Many of you are being led to move to different parts of the world. You're not sure why, but there is a deep-seated yearning to journey forth into uncharted territory. You're being called to that place on earth where you can be of greatest service, and those with like vibrations and missions will be led to join you. It is a time of teaming up or reuniting with your soul families and tasks companions. You are becoming more intuitive as you tap into increasingly inspired thought from the realm of all possibilities. Your instinctual nature of the past is being refined as it joins your multifaceted consciousness of the future. Your needs and desire will change as you integrate more light into your physical vessels. The time will come when life-threatening diseases and viruses will have a difficult time finding a home in your evolving, more resilient bodies of light. You will not see a great change in the physical body for a while, but the internal and etheric changes are happening very rapidly. As the membranes of light around your DNA gradually dissolve, you begin to access more and more of the wisdom stored within your brain structure, and your physical vessel will become stronger. There will be wondrous new breakthroughs and techniques in healing, and natural products and medicinals will replace most of your synthetic drugs, which have so many toxic side effects. Many of you are already learning that your body will not tolerate many of the popular prescribed substances touted by the pharmaceutical companies, which are only interested in their profit margins. The focus will be more in preventive maintenance, whole life care, fitness, and wellness, as well as natural cures, and how important your positive, loving thoughts are in staying healthy. No longer will you ignore the signals your body elemental sends to you as it tries to get your attention. Pain is a way which your body lets you know that something is amiss. In the past, you took painkillers to mask the symptoms until it was too late, and a radical measure had to be taken to correct the imbalances. As you attune to the multiple levels of awareness within your body, as well as without, you learn to pay heed to the signals you receive. You will make the necessary adjustment as quickly as possible so that the least amount of discomfort is experienced, and you will quickly return to harmony and a sense of well-being. Finally, you will also come to terms with your uniqueness in bodily structure, attributes, talents, and ways of expressing and creating. You chose your parents and the generic structure of your ancestral lineage for a reason. Your uniqueness is what makes you so special. There is no one else on earth exactly like you, not even in identical twins. One of the major hurdles you are facing during these next few years is to accept yourself the way you are, to realize that you are beautiful and precious, no matter what outer garment of flesh you chose to wear in order to experience this most important of all lifetimes. It is your shining souls and great warm hearts that we see radiating forth, beloveds. We pay no heed to the fleshly disguise you wear. Using your skills of the past as you build the future. Over the past years, we have endeavored to help you remember your wondrous past and to accept the truth that you have within you all that is needed to create a grand new world. We were not just talking about your past lives on earth, for we have endeavored to give you some insight as to how truly magnificent you all are. Please accept the fact that you left a vaster part of your beingness in the higher realms, and now it is time to begin the process of reclaiming those many facets of God expression that make up the totality of the real you. We have told you that this is a universe of great diversity, and as part of your training you have experienced many wondrous adventures in very specific and complex places. You now understand why the Earth is so important, because your planet is where all the diversity of this universe has been brought together. You have had a grand time playing the game of duality and polarity, as you created great wealth and then painful scarcity. In other lifetimes you brought forth wondrous talents and accomplished great deeds of valor, just as you have also experienced many simple-minded lives in a narrowly focused way. You have all experienced every situation imaginable, from the lowest to the highest. Now it is time to step through the veil of illusion and reclaim your divinity. As you move more deeply into God consciousness and tap into the higher dimensions of creations, you are beginning to flex your spiritual muscles, and you are amazed at how quickly you are able to manifest what you envision. The small miracles are turned into great and complex miracles as you become more proficient, and we tell you it is nothing compared to what is in store for you in the near future. You are creating your personal future. It is your choice as to how you experience the coming years of great change. As you strive to move higher in consciousness to the vantage point of a master, you will know that all is unfolding as planned. You will recognize that no matter how bleak the world looks, there is Creator light shining down and penetrating the darkest shadows, seeking out the hidden places on earth and opening the hearts of humanity. The majority of human beings on earth want only to live in peace, comfort, and plenty, to express their godliness in their own unique way, and they are willing to allow others the same rights. Even though it may not seem so, those who wish to dominate, conquer, and control are in the minority, and their power's stranglehold on the earth and humanity is growing weaker every day. As more of you step into your mastery and claim your divine birthright, the weaker and more ineffectual they will become. There will be skirmishes and rumors of war in many places on the earth for some time to come. but those who are battling the darkness of ignorance within, with the intent of destroying that which is right and of the light, will fail. Henceforth, every act of violence and destruction will be met head-on by forces of heaven, for you, as warriors of peace, are slowly winning the battle with your weapons of light, compassion, and forgiveness. You are molding the future each and every moment with every thought and action, and so it behooves you to focus on what's right in your world instead of what's wrong. Make it a practice to see the good in those around you, and be sure to offer words of encouragement and loving support in any way possible. You are the ones who will lead humanity into the shining new world of tomorrow. You have weathered the widest storms, and you have walked through many dark nights of the soul, and you have emerged triumphant. Do not become discouraged or faint of heart at this late date, my brave friends. By stating, "Thy will be done for the greatest good of all," you give us permission to intercede in your behalf and to assist you through these tumultuous times of great change. We relate to you the love of our Father, Mother, God, and a rarefied infusion of light from the heart of the Supreme Creator. You are loved and shared beyond measure. I am Archangel Michael, and I bring you these truths. And welcome back. I really hope you had enjoyed this message, very inspiring. If you know of someone that can benefit from it, please feel free to share it with them. If you like it, just click the like button below and subscribe to the channel. There are some really nice videos on the channel. I highly recommend you to check it out. Having said that, I really appreciate you watching this. A big hug to you. And from my heart to your heart, I see you in love and light. Thank you. Namaste.